Okay, so the first thing is I need to ask permission from you to be the facilitator.
From me or Brother Jacob?
For everybody.
Oh, we're all
okay.
facilitators.
No.
She's a facilitator.
I'm sure everyone in here, I can assure you, is a facilitator.
First
I'm asking
thing
permission
Yes.
for me
Oh,
to
Yes.
be the facilitator.
yeah.
Yes.
You have
Beautiful.
permission.
Yes.
Which means I direct the
Access
conversation.
Okay,
and
let's put it on here.
just
Yes.
so everybody knows.
I give you access to myself.
That's quite a big thing.
I don't think we're gonna quite do that.
So first thing you do is everyone ask a question, and you write down the question at the top of the page.
Or we can use this page and write it?
Yes.
Oh.
What question had it?
Any question of yours?
What the
that you wanna
question? Any questions you like?
Okay. So is everyone okay with being filmed?
Mhm.
Well, I guess so, because we're being filmed, but. Is everyone okay to be a star on the internet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Already everyone is
I see. I see.
big. Okay. So what is the question? Just
Anything.
Write any question.
Open
Are you
ended
sure
question.
this is so nice? We could write it
This
somewhere.
is
She's
what you
so
take
cute.
home?
She's so cute.
I'll put it on somewhere else. You keep
Nee,
it.
nee, you
No,
keep that
this is
in
for you.
here. This is for memory, darling.
This was, and
कोई question है आपके mind में? ये तो उल्टा सीधा काम.
Oh, you look
looking
cute.
very stylish.
I know, very stylish, nice fashion.
What is
The
your question?
styling guru.
Yeah, man, I've been
कोई
waiting.
question है आपके mind में?
What are you talking about? You still
Could you
going first?
No, I don't. I layman terms.
Yeah.
Here now, action.
It could
That's why-
be.
Didn't you ask this last time?
Was it? So it just
What is the
spirals
date?
inward more.
Should we
New
write the
things,
date?
new beginnings. Look at the company I'm
You voted
sitting.
on
Nice.
it. I know. You're
Look at the
royalty.
company.
You're,
This is like very
royalty.
heavy duty here now.
Today is the 10th. Should we write the date?
It says
Hanji,
date.
Hanji. Oh my God, I missed the date.
So February.
Facilitator is Elijah, me.
How do you spell your name?
Elijah. IG.
Oh, no, wait. Really? Do I have to do last
No,
name?
you-
I don't know another last name. I don't like last names. So I'm gonna
G.
say hi.
Hey, come on in, baby.
This is our beautiful brother
Oh,
from next door.
hi.
Just love thy neighbor next door.
Oh, I spelled it like that.
ELIJH.
We have
She
food
put it
too.
on-
If you
on-
hey,
Oh, yeah,
namaste.
no,
We
it's-
have a little elderly. Hi.
Is that Ava?
Yeah, I feel like-
Liberty's coming this weekend. I hope you're around. Are you gonna be around? Liberty would love to see you. She misses you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, playtime. You know what that is. Dance party. Whoop whoop.
She probably wants to watch outfit, right? You want to go with dress? Or
You gotta dress up.
princess dress?
Yeah.
What is your favorite color? Purple. That's my favorite color. Purple. Aww.
You're so cute.
We're gonna start. Oh, you just came to say hi.
What's
Come
the
and
plan?
visit. We're gonna start a board game. We need one more person if you guys are
Oh,
available.
yeah.
You or you.
Who am I?
Did you have a good
Or
day?
later, next time.
आप लिखो.
What did you do today?
आप ही लिखो मेरा भी
Surrender is delayed. But we have food here.
Yeah, बस ये हम लोग को आगे करना है.
It's okay. Surrender didn't call me, so we're
Next
just
time
going
we're
with
going to
it.
Mexico. You take us to Mexico next time?
All the organic vegetables, we make food.
Did you do that
Thank you.
too?
Enjoy your evening, baby. I love you. I love you so much.
Yeah,
Nice to see you.
I think it's the same.
If
You're
you're
not
not
seeing
here,
it. Same as hers.
Say
Same as hers. I'm like, where am I needed right
This is
now?
Dr. Preeti Didi. This is the brother who's helping with the food delivery right now next door. Yeah, and that's Dr. Satya Prakash. And this is my divine brother Elijah. He's this man, and that's the beautiful
Yeah, I think
associate
You've been writing
Jordan.
2020.
Oh, he's the River Jordan. There you go. Yeah.
आपको क्या लिखूं?
She's Ava. Where's your beautiful
Well,
name?
enjoy dinner and
She's
come
next
back
She
to
needs to get
later.
my number. Can we get each other's numbers so I don't have to go to the group? I don't think so. Did she tonight? Not yet.
I give you your number.
Can you? Yeah, it's okay. It's coming.
My friend Surendra might come. You know,
What is
to
it?
do he hasn't
Hmm.
called, maybe he's delayed at work, he usually gets off
The
at
one who
6.
gives all the
मुझे
food.
तो
Yeah, so
Okay,
he's,
okay.
I'm gonna keep my phone close to me and then I'll off it after.
Okay. So
Might be a stranger that
I know.
whole
Do we have to
Yeah.
do the sacred
What is
container?
Okay. Let's start now.
एक
What
वो
is
one
it?
is
Hey, I
Seven.
just noticed though, do you keep doing 2020 as well? Did you
Oh
change
my
it?
lord.
No, you
I'm a
did
year
21.
behind.
You put a 1 there.
No, it's a 1 and a 0. It's like
Yeah.
a half moon.
Yeah,
Thank you for noticing.
You
You call,
yeah,
I'm gonna look at yours too.
I'll be back up.
No, it's because I was doing that too. I kept writing in my journal
No, no, no,
2020.
because
and
I
was
don't
like,
write checks
I wanna live
anymore.
in 2020.
I used to be a
Before.
businesswoman. I used to write checks every day. So I don't anymore, so I don't have a memory. Thank you for reminding. Mhm.
Oh, what's our remedy number?
Let's do
Number
it.
one.
We are live,
Did you
guys.
tell them a
Oh,
little bit
God.
about the game? Did you tell them a little bit about the game?
I don't think any of us.
Oh,
did.
that game.
It's a remedy mastermind. Everyone gets one question. And then there's 3 cards you turn over, a value, a conversation type, and a conceptual lens. And you use that to answer your question. And then it goes to the group intelligence to get their insights into which is a question to help you if you can't figure it out. So between you, the cards, and the rest of the team, you basically get your most important question answered.
Oh, wow.
It's like instead of that,
It's
remember
goal
we used to
setting.
shake those things and be like, what should I do about this? And then you're like,
It's really interesting.
It's goal setting, focus, teamwork. Mhm. That's what I see.
crystal ball.
I'm not calling them, I think there's sleeping. Yeah, I tried to call them, they're not answering.
Did you see how I
But
answered?
I have to mention them, we have to fix one dishwasher.
Oh,
So, but okay, I'll,
oh, that's nice. You know how to write.
Let's go into that so you can, you be incognito.
Yeah.
okay, okay.
But you can write a
उसका
card.
शर्मा जी का फोन आया था
We can pull a card for you, right?
Okay,
आपका
let's
Zoom
start
Oh,
now.
आपके
you
वाला
wrote those
Zoom
too? Everyone's ready.
Bye-bye.
Okay, next
मेरा
time.
Zoom भेज दूंगा आपको
No, those are for.
Why am I here? I'm just being guided, but I don't know why. Where am I going? Okay, I surrender, I surrender. But really, where am I going?
पापा को मैंने
Okay.
करना पड़ेगा कुछ वो ऑन करना होता है
Guess if this gives
उसने
actual
नहीं पर वो
guidance to
करेगी
people,
वो
then it'll
That's the
catch
prayer.
on.
एमसी
That's the
हो
prayer,
रहेगी
babe.
नहीं
Okay, we're ready.
Ready? No, I think over here.
Oh, he's still writing.
Don't copy ours.
I don't know what you're saying.
So we go by the magic timer. This is 5 minutes.
Mhm.
So each person gets 10 minutes. 5 minutes to yourself. You try to answer the question, then you flip it and it goes to the group for 5 minutes. And then at the end of 10 minutes, that's it. Goes on to the next person. And you don't have to use all 10 minutes. Get the answer.
What's the remedy number?
Number 1. This is
Everybody.
remedy number 1.
for everyone
Okay, send that out. Just-
Okay. So now you hold that intention in mind and you take 3 cards. You shuffle the deck as you do it. Pick a card and then place it right there in front of you. And then you pass it on.
You shuffle it and you place the card.
Hold your question in your mind.
Wait, wasn't that him?
You go.
Mhm.
I'm just here to make sure.
You're very
everyone-
good at
Yeah,
noticing things that are out in the way.
Okay,
That's one of your guests already coming up.
thank you.
So this is the conversation type.
Mhm.
There's 72 of these.
कोई भी कार्ड यूज
It's like iTunes. The thing around it, it's like an iTunes.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is- it
internet
is-
पे भी है
yeah.
इसका ये game, online game भी
And
है.
then the choice lens.
आगे रख दो
This is a choice lens. One day I'm gonna have like a show called like probably Remedy. It's like a game show
Game show.
that people come into the studio audience and
Mhm, mhm,
Yes.
mhm.
Love it.
there's lots of people watching. And like Alex Trebek.
Yeah, yeah, I see it. I see it. Can we dance on it?
You can be the main dancer. If you
Yeah.
want it from now on, you can dance it every Remedy.
Thank you. I like to dance to mantra.
Okay. So And who would like to go first?
Oh, I wanna, I'm gonna pull one for memo. I will pull a card for him for the meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, because when he will be writing,
When he comes in.
yeah, when he comes in, he said he
Okay.
sort of like saying,
I've such a
Okay.
good reading.
yeah, everything,
So he's water or he's the wind? Okay.
you know, then it's like he and his wife, or they just do him. And, okay, just one. And then one there, right?
Before we start, there's a field of energy here. There's a field of intelligence that when we all have a trusting, loving nature with one another, the information just flows for us all. And since I think everyone in here is of spiritual nature, I was just wondering if someone would like to say a prayer before we start.
Oh, that's
तो
good.
प्रार्थना कर
Do
दीजिए.
you
Whose
use
phone
that
is that?
phone card, please?
What's it? I'm just going to facilitate.
I don't
Can
know.
we turn that off?
Whose phone? Yeah, I don't know whose it is. Is that your phone,
No,
sister?
no, it's not mine.
It's yours?
Yeah.
Where-
Yeah, it's his.
Everyone make sure their phones are off.
Yeah, I was keeping it on for Surendra. I
Okay.
have an excuse. Sorry, I don't want him to be
You
locked
are
outside.
special.
Okay, did you call him?
Would you like to say an opening prayer
Please.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
when everyone's ready? Playing it.
Last English में कोई
Thank you.
पहला होता
So I will start.
Hmm.
Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, say Om. The sound of So there are 3 syllables in it, and when we say we have vibrations in the lower part of the body, around the heart region, middle part of the body, and in the head region, in the third eye, between the eyebrows. Do it again, take a deep breath in. Feel the power of these vibrations. I will chant a mantra and the meaning. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So Swamiji, can you briefly explain the mantra?
Yeah.
So Om Sahana Bhavatu. So may we be in harmony with each other. Sahana Bhunaktu. May we be nourished together with the intelligence and the nice food cooked by Pramila ji and Jacob and Kaya and the whole team. So may we be nourished with the food of the energy of this food and the food that Elijah is bringing with us, of intelligence, and may this whole togetherness bring more and more harmony among all of us. Let there be peace, peace, peace.
Thank you. Thank you. Through you? Okay, so each person gets a turn, and so while that person's taking their turn, it's good to be in some very deep listening and to allow the person to go through their own process, kind of hold space, and then when the person changes to the group, then it's just to each of us to sort of give an insight, a question or intuition, but not to talk a long time. You know, it's about sort of conciseness with your insight about what you want to share. So, would you like to go first?
Maybe not.
No, last. Okay. Would anyone like to jump in first?
Pramila ji.
Oh, okay. So my question is, what is my purposeful action now? So then I'm represented as, how do I?
Yep, turn it over and then just
Okay.
read the card. And actually, if you can sort of point the card towards Jordan, just so we can get it. Generosity.
So generosity, it says definition, to value liberality in giving or willingness to give. So intention is hard. So what was I gonna?
So turn them all over first.
Oh yeah, okay. Turn them all over first. I forgot I haven't done this before.
Oh, comfort zone.
Oh, that's a good one.
Do you want to read it?
Sure. To keep pattern going that allow the customer to stay stuck. Wow. Flower of life. Okay, so this is ownership. The legal right of possession, proprietorship. Okay, so you have to explain to me.
So now you ask the question.
Restitute, yeah.
What's your question again?
What is my purposeful action now? Like here now.
Okay, so now use those three questions to answer that.
Oh, this is easy. So get out of my comfort zone. So to keep pattern going that allow the customer to stay stuck. The customer would be like my interaction, like my people.
Whoever you serve.
Whoever I serve. Oh, yeah, that's a big one. My children, my family, I serve. I feel I'm doing my dharma and my purposeful action. So comfort zone. I have to get out of my comfort zone, G, and I have to come and support you all. That's all I can say.
Ownership.
To take action and ownership. The legal right of possession and proprietorship. What did that mean for business? Or?
Well, it could be like, what do you need to own, or what do you have to see other people to own?
I'm so hot, I'm sweating. Yeah. This is really crazy. Oh God, nobody ever asked me questions like this. And what was the first one? Generosity was definition. To value, what does that mean? To be liberal? In
to liberally give.
Giving?
Generosity is how much you give.
Oh, I'm a giver by birth. So my name is left found. So I think I need to get out of my comfort zone and do more. Maybe get more in tune with if I am to do business with legal and stuff. But I came empty-handed, so I go empty-handed. So I have a value of not owning anything in this lifetime. So maybe help my children stand on their own 2 feet, help them get out of their comfort zone. So then I'm focusing on my purpose-driven life and taking action now. Because I have 3 children, I'm a grandmother. So maybe I would focus more on my granddaughter to help to these things generations down. And I'm under a thunder. What does that represent? You have to go deeper with me.
Well, I mean, if you look at all the elements, the thunder element is the loudest.
And it's rolling.
It's rolling. It's
I'm hot.
Is it the people, the energy, or just
it's a shift within me. My heart. Yeah, because I'm glad we're doing this because I needed to clear some of my stuff because I'm on a 21-day self owning my own self, my higher self, as Pramila Prasad in my little self. So I kind of created from February 1st to 21st 3-week kind of inner journey. So this is my day 10 and I'm grateful. Thank you all. It won't take much time.
So now it can go to the group. And
Oh, how they can contribute?
Yeah.
Or they can
Now,
share how I can.
can give insights.
Yes, great, thank you. I'm open to receiving any insights to help me fulfill my purpose-driven action here now. And I'm free, like meaning I'm available. So timing is right.
So does anyone have something to say?
So from the lens of values, you obviously are a very generous person.
Thank you.
So that is a very good, I guess, revelation. Now, in terms of your comfort, you should keep comfort going that allow the customers to stay stuck. So it looks a little bit, I don't know, I got a little confused. I thought, is it something that she needs to work on, that so that they are not stuck anymore?
Could be. I
Could
mean,
be, right?
it's up
Could
to
be
So
the other
maybe
way.
you need to, well, so maybe you could be providing solutions. A lot of people come to you who are stuck, right? And like we all came to you.
Yeah.
Hey Pramila, we need a ashram. Swamiji always feels like she could be part of solutions. So and people find comfort in the way she reaches out to people. So she does have that pattern where people do come to you
I
for
gotta sit
comfort.
down and patronize myself here. There's a big words
So
coming.
basically what it says here,
Uh-huh.
which makes sense
Thank you,
knowing
sister.
you for so long, that you need to keep you definitely do provide a comfort. Coming to Pramila is a comfort zone. People can open up with
True. I feel
without
that too.
without judgments. So she has a very open heart, and people can be comfortable in her zone.
In Bible
And-
study.
And so if I am stuck, maybe I could get solutions from you. So
Oh,
this is
wow.
how I understand it. Knowing her,
Big
it makes
responsibility.
sense. And what else? So she has the legal right of opposite. So she wants us to be able to kind of work in a very technical way, legally.
Yeah, protocol, structure,
Structure.
cultural. I believe in cultural. I believe in rituals.
And take the ownership, take the leadership. Right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Woo! Thank you.
No, you-
So much better. Oh, my heat is gone.
Yeah. No, you cleared that for me at the comfort zone because I feel so comfortable.
See, I need to hear
only
you and I'll
met
just tell
her
you how good you are.
months ago, and I just
Jesus
always
Christ.
feel so much
Mhm.
more comfortable with you, and I feel like there's
Thank
so
you.
much. You're so giving. You are. You're so giving, and you're. I can feel how you want to help. Like everyone you come across, I've seen that. Everyone you meet, you are looking at how you can make them more comfortable.
Oh.
Totally true.
Ashram
You've known her a long
Sasha.
time. I haven't known her. I've already seen it all in that way.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think I agree. The ownership. I think you bring a lot of ownership to even just how I speak, how I am, like just taking my own account of my own actions and owning my path as well. And I think
Yeah, and this got to do with attention. Thank you. It has to do with the mind
Yeah.
more. Yeah,
yeah,
that's interesting.
keeping that responsibility of yeah, and just like I said too, the protocols and stuff, you keep things in order.
Oh my God.
स्वामी जी इनको इनके लिए बताइए
हाँ,
generosity
please
for
बताइए.
Pramila ji.
Bataiye means say it.
Say what as a group we have to tell her about comfort
Where I
zone,
need improvement.
generosity and anything or each or whatever you feel out of this three.
Hmm.
Comfort, generosity, ownership related to
And my question is, what is my purposeful action now?
उनको क्या काम करना है?
Abhi
What
action
is-
की लेना है.
So she-
Get my act together.
So giving or willingness to give.
I need to improve.
Yes, because this is the if you will give or you will think to give something. So when you will give, you will take.
Giving and receiving.
Without giving, you will not receive. This is the main purpose of life, everything. And keep patterns going that allow the customer to stay stuck.
So much is
Anything you want to say? about
Customer would be somebody I'm surrounded with, like my children, my family, my temple, my service people.
Yeah.
What I can be contribution, because my intention is from the heart, and that question, conversational, like if I need to learn something.
We don't need to think about these things yet, I think, right? Not yet.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just a general comment
Okay.
So
related to
definition, the legal right of possession.
कुछ है comment or otherwise you can just skip
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
If you think there's something, otherwise skip it.
Yeah.
So she,
Yeah.
Swamiji's comment is If you give, you will receive.
Yeah.
That is the law.
Simple. It's just simple. Yeah. Even there's the law. We could just all do.
You, my love, you've known me for eons. What do you think about
About
me
these
so
three
far?
stuff. For her answers that have come,
Okay.
these
They're
answers
not
have
going
come
from-
to me.
Yeah, just in
I'm
response.
You wanna see them again?
These, in response to her questions,
Oh,
these
sure.
are supposed to be
Yeah.
answers.
Okay.
And what you think about it.
Generosity. With the value of liberty. Liberality in giving and the willingness to give. Another has the collaboration of sharing and caring and sharing love. She gives love liberally to everybody. That seemed to be her comfort zone, is to give openly to everybody. She takes ownership of being led by a higher power. And give it.
Do you say something too?
Yeah, I mean, it really feels to me that you want to build community and to take ownership of being a leader. And that's exactly what everyone has said, right? I mean, you're, sometimes it's, people need to be in their comfort zone and safely led to the future where maybe they don't know where to go. So as a leader, you're sort of maintaining the comfort zone, but you're also leading them into a place where maybe they're not so comfortable, but you do it in a very loving way by being so generous. So just everyone's saying the same thing pretty much. So,
As you were saying that leader comfort zone, I actually don't want to lead. I choose not to lead. I don't know, because I feel maybe that's the comfort zone. I lead in so many ways, but I don't want to hold that's my personal thing maybe I need to work on. It just brought some insight. Because I always feel myself all the way at the back. Always felt
So
like I'm
maybe I
the
think it is
person, everything is happening here.
No, but I think, Pramilaji, I think maybe it is a solution to a problem, because you should, as he said, take up that lead.
That's what I'm
Because
saying, it's
what
got me
it is,
thinking.
because what happens is, let's say you are trying to give a solution to me, but I might be stuck because you really want me to take the lead, but you could take
Yeah,
the
you're
lead.
not me. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you
Yeah,
take
it's
the
more
lead,
self-
and I might come out of my comfort zone instead of staying stuck because I've come to you for a solution. And if you are trying, maybe. So maybe
No, that's good,
you could
please.
take that lead, as he's saying, because you are probably at this time now. Because now it's not about the past, it's not
True.
about the future.
True.
As of today, the universe is telling you,
Thank
take
you.
the lead.
Wow.
Because otherwise we will be stuck where we are. If
So
I
true.
am anything to do with as a customer to you, as a friend who needs guidance, then you take the lead. Then
Okay.
otherwise I'll be stuck.
Help me. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank
Okay,
you. Thank
so
you.
then you can draw these in on your circle.
Meaning
You
draw.
can, well, just like put generosity, comfort zone, and ownership.
Oh, just write them. Write
Oh,
those in.
where's my in here? Okay, okay. I got it.
That has
Okay.
a place for the definition.
Yeah, the whole group will have no for later.
Okay, so who would like to go next?
Well, it's
Should I go? Okay, so.
So you say your question first.
Oh yeah, my question. Where are my divine gifts most needed right now to serve mine and others' highest and greatest good?
Okay.
That's the last. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Concentration.
you read the
I do.
whole
Oh yeah,
thing.
concentration. Definition: to value an exclusive attention to one object. Yeah, I've been focused. Sharing. To look at how to share a specific resource that is either owned by someone or the group. Thoughts. The product of thinking. Thoughts, concentration, sharing. Okay. So I talk about what I feel. Okay, so I definitely focus keeps coming in. Like I literally hear the word focus, focus. Focus my thoughts because I know my thoughts are powerful. But I also have a lot of thoughts that I want to share. So I see how concentration comes in there too, because it's so important the words that you do say and how the thoughts are through the heart and then through my voice. And it needs to be shared with love. And, focus. I really, really believe so much in sharing. I feel like the whole world would be, everything would be solved if we all just shared. Yeah, sharing is such caring. There's so much, I think, like there's just so much in the world, we just need to share. Concentrate on sentence. Okay, yeah, I think that's all I can say about. I don't feel like it's answering my question quite though.
Okay, so now it goes to the group.
So what is your question?
Yeah, it's the same thing as Pramila, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Where are my divine gifts most needed right now to serve mine and others' highest and greatest good? Oh, well, focus your attention
Yeah,
and your
concentrate.
thoughts.
So it's saying, so you want to know, like you already know there is a lot of energy in you, like a lot of, and you want, your question is, where is that, what should I do? Is it? Is that
Yeah,
the
where am I going to put this, all this energy?
or what am I going to do
Mhm.
to put that, right?
Where
That's
can
the
I put them? Where are they most needed right now to serve mine and others' highest greatest good? Like I said, I have all this information.
So your energy has to be concentrated now. So
Yeah.
maybe it is in too many places. So
It is.
it has to come down to value and exclusive attention to one object. So let's say you will now have a chance to, maybe the universe is bringing you to that one, maybe. And also, and at least today it shows, because you are also in the phase of sharing. You've totally opened up your whole house, your world to everybody, and we can just cook and eat or do whatever we like. So you are to look at how to share a specific
Resource that is either owned by someone or the group.
Yeah, so basically
Like
you are
this-
ready to
I mean,
share.
we're in food sharing right now. Food's a
Definitely, it's a big way you're doing that. So you're already doing it,
yeah.
and I think you're
But I
already
need to
concentrating. And your thoughts. So it's all about focus for you.
Yeah.
So where is your energy needed? It's on a focus, and the focus is on
Whatever
sharing.
I focus.
And it's on sharing. Okay? So Swamiji normally, or a lot of he says from I to we. So if you feel there is illness meaning any difficulties in life, I'm not well, then remove the I and put we. Then illness becomes wellness. I am
Nice.
true.
Yes.
So I guess so you're concentrated, you're sharing, you're thoughtful, and that is your answer to what to do with yourself.
Beautiful. Wow.
Now you guys. Swamiji, what would you like to tell our friend?
But you want to show her that.
Huh?
Mhm.
Show the price.
She has gotten these three. Anything you want to comment?
Mhm.
The group will try to help her. Her question is again.
Basically,
It's kind of long.
attention to one object means concentration.
Yeah.
Because when you will concentrate, then you will meditate. So it means single. You have to concentrate on single. You have to make a single goal. Not so many goals.
So true.
Yes, and you will make single goal, then you can achieve your goal. And that thinking, but thinking means when single goal is there, thinking is also concentrated. Because the thought will be a single. No, you have to remove all the nonsense thoughts.
Yeah.
Concentrate on the single thought. Yes.
Single positive thought. It could be
Yes.
sharing.
Yeah, sharing means means transparency.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
If you are
That's a good word.
yes, you are,
Transparency.
if you are not transparent, then
Yeah.
it will be difficult to share.
Yeah.
True.
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah.
May-
Yeah.
Maybe this is you have to be a spiritual person.
In spirit,
And
yes.
already you are.
Mhm.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
That makes sense.
And,
It's your turn. Ross.
and realize yourself.
Could I see?
Concentration.
Concentration.
Mm.
So I see that you have one focus
Yeah, maybe that-
focus of wanting to spread divine compassion and love. So focus on that. And the thoughts should also be of that same nature. The thoughts should coexist with that vibration. And it says, sharing how to share a specific resource that is either owned by someone or the group. And that's where the we consciousness, we say, of the collective consciousness, and sharing that collective consciousness, the thoughts beginning toward realizing your
You're including love. That is what I want to hear. I could just have a job.
So concentration, I would say, in the simple vision at a time, because I kind of ties in with me, because I'm speaking from my experience and from a collective level. I concentration, focusing on a goal at a time. I sometimes have too many burners. And thoughts would be, my thoughts are the
So we can tell you everything. So Johnny then did the bathroom.
Yeah, sharing is caring. Even my little girl says that all the time. Liberty.
Thank you. That's beautiful.
If I
Oh yeah, sorry.
add that sharing your thoughts is basically speaking. We're all sharing our thoughts right now. When I met you before, you were interested in doing a show where you were sharing your thoughts. That seemed to be something that was very important to you. To do so takes a lot of self-discipline. Takes a lot of consistency. Takes a lot of focus. Takes a lot of concentration to actually come up with consistent shows and expressions. So concentrate your sharing of thoughts. I mean, that's a formula that is very exact. There's like a billion ways of these cards coming together.
True.
And sometimes they just kind of like that. They just drop in exactly.
Concentration of sharing thoughts.
Oh, yes, we got some.
Simple.
That makes sense.
Oh, simple.
Reason concentration on sharing your thoughts. So good.
Yeah.
You're next.
Okay.
Oh, I think so. So my question is, what is the purpose of life?
Oh my lord, we're in the same
Yeah, I know.
boat, rowing in the same direction. Ayyo, Swamiji, बहुत अच्छा
We
दिन
have
है
so much energy, we want to put it in something.
So purpose of life is clarity. So
आज।
it's my life. I should be more clear now. Okay, so clarity meaning, what does it mean? There has to be more value, to value a clearness of thought in communicating. Okay, so I have to, or there already is maybe, or I have some needed in communication more clarity. That's the purpose of life. Okay.
Upgrade.
And to upgrade, okay, to look at all the probable and possible ways to make a product or gift better. Okay, so I need to go one step higher and make my life better. Is it purpose? And conditions. a circumstance indispensable to some result, prerequisite, that on which something else is contingent. So my purpose in life is to be, if in my life I'm trying to make my life purposeful and I want to achieve some result, there is a prerequisite that on which something else is contingent. So that prerequisite, I guess, is to be understood, right? Something like that. Maybe you will need to say more. These are very difficult. Upgrading, so clarity in upgrading the conditions or going higher. That's what I need to.
Now, what was your question again? You got to refer back to the question.
The purpose of life.
Purpose of life, not you. It's the purpose of life.
Okay.
Right?
For any life. Okay.
Well, just life. I mean, whatever the answer is, it's in reference to the questions. You got to really look at what question that you asked to get the understanding what this is pointing to.
So, okay. So the life really is all about getting the clarity, upgrading ourselves, and understanding the conditions. What are what is needed, right? Like it's like eligibility. You have to be eligible to go higher and become clear. And that eligibility, circumstance, it could just be a circumstance, indispensable. Yeah, I don't know. You say no.
So now you go to the group.
Okay,
to
then
Swamiji.
tell me more.
Swamiji ko de do
Swamiji,
card de
for
do.
my what is the purpose of life?
And she's the lake too.
Or,
My Lord, she's the lake. We gotta
so
bring
the
that
life,
in.
clarity,
The clarity,
You gotta
upgrade,
find
and
conditions.
Hmm.
So first you have to know your conditions,
Mhm.
in which condition you are. Then you upgrade then you make clarity. Then you will upgrade yourself.
Thank you. Very simple, eh? Thank
Yeah.
you for the words, my love. Your word is your
so
God.
conditions, clarity, and upgrade, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh wow, thank you. My turn would be about that. Would be I always prayed for Miss Clarity, and I believe when I met this brother, this is the third time I'm sitting in this board. I always call this board Miss Clarity.
Oh.
It brings clarity because it's an open-ended question like what you asked. So life there is every life you're talking about, not your life, which is a beautiful thing because I wrote my purposeful action. So you just went another level there. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate that. And I was going to share that with you. Priti Didi, you're a beautiful person. You've always been giving. I met your father and it's such a beautiful place we sit in. So for life, I believe, what was the, what is this? Upgrade? Upgrade would be a goddess circle with my sister.
Yeah.
And then we can do this and bring clarity because a lot of people are confused in our community, as you know.
Yeah.
They don't ask these open-ended questions, Swamiji. We are like in a hamster wheel. So what was that again? The next one?
Conditions.
Oh my Lord, your conditions are perfect because we set our own conditions as we go. Thank you. That was all I had to say. Sorry, your turn. I skipped you. How come you're sitting so far back? Relax. I missed you. You come forward. That's lovely. Wow.
So the purpose
Yeah,
of
lots of
life
clarity.
is to upgrade with clarity. All life without any conditions.
No,
No conditions.
Unconditional love.
Unconditional.
that's good.
Unconditionally upgraded
Yeah.
Good idea.
clarity.
Great idea.
I agree.
Thank you, sister. There you go.
You.
I feel like because I'm just getting to know you, but right away I'm gonna feel what you've already given me a gift of clarity. Just meeting you, I just feel so connected that I'm gonna have receive so much clarity just from knowing you. I already feel that. So that to me is like an upgrade from my teachings and like where I'm at. Just how I'm feeling with this, and I feel like the conditions in Maui is because I'm wanting to come more deeper into the culture and traditions that I honor, like that there's just ways of, yeah, like, how do I word it? So Oh, I think actually no, it's the conditions that we're in, just the same thing, where it's this beautiful coming together of like wanting more service and as a group. I feel too like I feel the unconditional. Like I feel so like loved and accepted.
I love this.
So the conditions are sort of perfect, right? For clarity,
Yeah.
for clarity
Yeah.
and for
upgrading
upgrading ourselves.
Yeah,
Going higher.
I just feel like as soon as you
Going
both
higher,
came
you
here,
go
like
lower.
everyone here, I feel like these conditions are bringing clarity, and it's like the perfect conditions because we're all here with like intentions of love and service. Yeah,
Beautiful. Thank you.
Again, I agree. I don't need the cards. I mean, if you're playing basketball and there's a court outside and the conditions, it's sunny and it's not that windy, you can have a good game. If the conditions are rainy, you're not even going to play. So the conditions have a lot of impact on what occurs between human beings. This is, as you said, a condition where we're coming together to share our deeper insights and have a more structured conversation and speak about deeper matters. Those are different conditions for creating community. I mean, if you want to create community, you want to bring them together for meaning. And I think that upgrade is like, as a species, we're doing an upgrade. If we don't upgrade, our species may not exist. And so the conditions are sort of like a larger cauldron for our species to transform. And then each of us is in our own different conditions, looking at how to upgrade ourselves. Like how does our DNA actually get fired? And looking at a lot of the sort of discoveries coming lately, each of us has DNA that might get boosted in another person's presence. There's certain people who, when you bring the right team together, all of a sudden, all of you are accessing higher levels of, let's say, consciousness. And that's part of this. Like there's 8 original cells in every human being. And this is like a very sacred map of reality. And so again, when you sort of bring in more sacred tools, shrines, or whatever it is, you create to me, a more dynamic field for all of us to rise up in our consciousness. So that would be my take.
Maybe आप अपना next question आप देख लो.
Oh, yes, first Swami, your question.
Yeah.
You see, what is truth?
Oh,
Nice
So
one.
the higher truth, right? So the real truth or reality. Right?
You don't fool around with it.
asking the big questions.
We chose nice circulars. They are the
So,
circulars.
Trust.
you read.
Trust.
Oh, there you are. Trust?
Yeah.
Oh,
To
wonderful.
value a person on whom or thing on which one relies upon.
What's it called?
Trust.
Trust.
For truth.
Truth and trust.
Yeah.
Well chosen.
Well chosen.
Trust. Intention.
No, EMF attack.
Oh.
So
Oh, wow. EMF
That's-
radiation.
Where did that come from?
Wow, yeah.
Swamiji is radiation free. No EMF.
This
To
is a new edition.
to share information in a field
The field.
that is under attack from EMF weapons.
That's like 5G.
Yeah, 5G, yeah.
Swamiji probably has a perspective about that.
And then what's the other card? The choice card.
Trust and this,
The universe is throwing you a sideball.
yes.
Side card.
Desire,
Desire.
a longing or craving as for something that brings satisfaction or enjoyment.
Good. So now you answer that question using those cards.
आप आंसर बताइए ट्रूथ ये तीनों के शब्दों में बताइए
और आप heaven में बैठे हो, you're sitting in the heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're sitting in heaven.
So desire, trust, and EMF attack.
हाँ जी.
So,
सच्चाई के लिए ये मैं फटाक समझ आ गया
what is that?
हाँ, he doesn't know.
something
EMF
like
attack.
EMF अपने आप ही आप ऐसे तो सोचो but something
Cell phones.
like cell phone or things like people getting into each other's life, something like that.
नहीं.
But more electronically.
It's
like the-
electronic.
Electronic.
Like electronic field.
5G वगैरह में लोग नहीं कहते हैं कि privacy में अब they say Facebook is on, they're actually recording everything that we are
Yeah.
doing right now.
Even their phone.
Everybody knows which bank account we are on,
Yeah.
you know, which
Yeah.
That's the truth.
all
Yeah.
of that. So EMF attack is more like, you know, you necessarily don't even know what others already know about you.
Yeah.
And not necessarily you don't even want them to know. Like you don't know them, why do you want something like that. So EMF attack, something like electronic attack.
Mhm.
But anyway, so these are truths. Aapka question is what is truth? So how do you say
There you
in
go.
these three contexts?
Yeah, trust, desire, and EMF attack. Yeah, maybe trust is very near to truth. Because if I have no trust, so no truth for me. You have to believe. And no need to keep desires, because desires are not limited. Because
There you go.
you have to concentrate on needs. What I need.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Necessity.
I can fulfill my needs, not desires.
Oh yeah, thank you for that.
Yes. Desires are unlimited. Always. So thank you. This is truth. To means to concentrate on needings, not desires. And I have to finish my desires, and I have to be trust.
Thank you. Wow.
EMF and EMF attack.
Please explain that one in truth.
In truth. What is the truth?
I have my own perspective.
उसके बारे में आप सब क्या सोचते हैं? What do you think about EMF attack in terms of truth? It's already happening. We have to accept it.
EMF weapons.
It's like a weapon.
It is like a
It's
Mm-hmm.
like an attack.
yeah.
To
Yeah.
your privacy.
Yeah.
So what do you say?
No, I always ignore any because I am truth seeker.
Truth seeker.
No, yes, no value for
Hari.
from these things. And Kaya will explain.
Yeah.
Kaya is a
No, you
historian
have to
about
explain.
this.
He's
Okay,
already
yeah.
chosen you.
Yeah.
He thinks you already have the answers for
Yeah,
him.
she does.
Yeah, trust with truth is beautiful because it's that trusting in your truth and what you feel is the truth. I think that's a big movement for a lot of people out of their mind into trusting their heart. And that's where the truth lies, is in our heart. It's a big collective shift from the mindset, all the time mind. Especially when we don't know what the truth is because of our EMF attack. Somewhat like that's really interesting because there is a lot of different energies that are coming in and confusing people, forcing us to look in and trust in what the truth is. So there's so much information out there right? So much.
What to
What is
trust.
true? What do you trust? And that's where we have to go inside, right?
EMS is right. What is true, what is not. Right? It's a good point.
Desire. I loved what you said about desire with that. I think that's where we're at too, where
Endless.
our need, yeah. And when we're being attacked, then we desire our we get triggered into our desires of what's gonna help give us out of our comfort zone, right? We look to what keeps us in our comfort zone when I think when you said concentrating on our needs, we're being now like, what do we actually need to need to survive under attack? What are our needs to survive under an attack? Not always our desires, because like you said, I love how it's endless.
No, I'm just.
How desires are endless. But I know for myself, that was really big about what you said. Because I'm so surrounded by desire, people with all these desires, and understanding that the needs are so simple.
True.
Yes.
Sister, forget to say
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
you go ahead. Very well. This is, yeah, please, brother. I will.
Trust. Trust. What? The question was what?
The question is, what is your question?
What's the question?
What is
the
truth?
What is true?
What is truth? Okay. Truth is to trust within your higher self that which transcends all desires and all frequencies that are lower than divine love.
Makes sense. ठीक है ना?
Oh, thank
Very
you.
good.
Yeah.
Did you hear?
Did you hear?
Priti?
Priti, your
Say-
turn.
Well,
Yeah.
Did you hear?
Simple.
yeah,
EFM attack.
I liked, so you're saying basically that truth is to trust your higher self, the higher goals, the higher, not the lower desires or the whatever is in the EMF attack, right? So
Yeah,
there are
that's
so
good.
many things in the social media, electronic media, Facebook and blah blah blah, and the whole world, YouTube, this, that, and we see so much happening. But these are lower, and this is actually him. This is how he actually is here. He actually believes in higher things, and he actually ignores and he doesn't care about, because that in his own philosophy is what we call Maya. It
True.
is ignorance. Maya is ignorance. So what that is not true is what we are running after. But what is really true, we have to seek in life and realize it. You will not see it, you have to feel it, realize it. It cannot be. So that is his life in a sense. So he actually is not driven by desire and EMF attack, even though it looks like he has everything. He has all the technology, he's surrounded by all of us, but he's really, he's able to see higher energy of us than our lower physical body. It doesn't matter to him, I know. So I think it makes sense in his case.
Yeah.
Yes, Arvind?
Yeah, because truth means truth. So what is truth? Yeah, truth. So it was and it is and it will be.
Yes.
The body is not truth, because body it was not past
Right.
and will not be future. So truth means myself, but who I am not body. The body is not truth, and our breathing is not truth. Mind is not truth. Intellect is not truth. These are layers upon truth. As we see ocean, and we see the waves, but waves cannot exist without ocean. Ocean is truth, and waves are so maybe that nothing is worldly things are not true.
It's an illusion, Maya.
Yes, And,
So, yes,
and if I trust, truth is there.
Yeah, if you will not trust it, because
Yes.
it's a matter for realizing you have to
believe,
trust
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I feel like
Believe.
too that it's like trusting like altogether, where it's trusting your higher self instead of the the other, like the EMF,
Physical.
the physical,
Mhm.
the media, the TV.
Even the mind, today it's thinking this, that, but truth is constant.
Mhm.
It is eternal.
Mhm.
So it doesn't change.
Nothing,
Just
nothing that.
Like a wave. Wave
Mhm.
becomes changes, but the
Mhm.
ocean is
Always.
And another thing showed up for me for this EMF attack is Prahlad Bhatt ke kahani story in our Bhagavad Gita. So I always refer myself to our Vedhantic teachings, where we are taught by stories how to harmonize the field with the stories and be grounded and be prayerful and have faith in the Creator. Believe and trust. Wow, this is amazing.
So you give your review now. Your
I already did. I just connect to my Vedhantic teachings to
with
find.
Swamiji.
Swamiji is sitting in heaven. What do you want me to say? Hari Om. Swamiji is my elder. Swamiji's prayed for my elder to show up in my life, and he's here. And I did a show with him in 2014, which is called Jivan Yatra. Life is a journey. So that's when Swamiji did his introduction. Remember how?
Yeah, 150 years ago.
Yes, 150 years ago.
You guys did a show. You guys did a show together.
150 years ago. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I did a show
We,
for.
we all are eternal, right?
Yeah.
We are there for hundreds of
Swamiji
years.
showed, my mom said, go find a Purana. Purana, there's so many meanings of Purana. Purana, Panditji, Swami, the prayer man, old prayer man, ancient.
Mhm.
So I started praying. I said, okay, ancient Panditji, Swamiji, or prayer man, because we come from a lineage of Brahmins. So my mom wanted to connect to her lineage. So Swamiji showed up. Oh, I was so happy. Was it Sushila? Ram Mandir mein? She introduced my sister.
Mhm.
Was it Ram Mandir or Wahan? But no, Annie brought you to my show. Remember Annie?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did a beautiful show, and since he showed up in my life, I feel like I've gotten inner sense of direction. I don't know how to put it, but I think his
He has a lot of
cards.
faith in you,
Oh my
Even
Lord, I have faith in him.
to be honest, like when she's talking, she wants to do a lot of things. But I feel Swamiji has so much faith that she will do it. What she's saying,
Yeah,
she
I
will.
asked for
And this
Swamiji's
has
blessing.
been 10 years
Prayers.
knowing her. And she
Mhm.
has been talking about elders and indigenous people. And we have met only now. And it's been 10 years. So she would always talk about so many things. And Swamiji will always have faith in her.
Yes.
And
And he met my
I-
elders, brother Elder Dennis
And
Easter.
I would
Yeah, and
say,
I stayed in California in your brother's house.
So we're connecting the
Yes,
dots.
correct.
I feel that
Love
all this
California.
comfort
You go to
zone I gotta get
California?
out
I
of.
always go.
Sharing
love
is caring.
I stayed in her brother's house.
Oh, where's your brother live?
Where? In America, my cousin
Where?
brother,
Where?
Sacramento.
Sacramento. Oh,
Yes,
California keeps calling me too.
Mhm.
It always has.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm getting hot
Yeah.
again.
Oh, I guess.
Oh, that's Nino's card.
We can
You're
all
gonna
put
do
it
that?
up and see
you
what it is.
need to tell
yours.
for Swamiji.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
he did already.
Yeah, he did.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, you do.
He says,
Our facilitator,
Yes.
Elijah, has to tell us for sure.
Yeah, the EMF attack is a bit of a joker card, not quite a joker card, but I was bringing in some more context, and that was one of the latest ones. So, but it's very prevalent, right? That there's a 5G network coming in that has never been tested for health, that is going to be controlling all of our sort of data flow on the planet, and it's happening this year. So that's why that's sort of very prevalent. But I think trusting the truth, as you said, of yourself, trusting the inherent truth that comes through us, but it's easier, I think, in a forest
Yes, it
than
is.
it is
Mhm.
around a 5G transmitter. And I think that's going to have more and more impact on all of us.
Mhm.
Because I just think the more sort of lower frequency fences that they create, it really affects our ability to meditate, affects our ability to communicate, affects our ability to connect with people. And I really think trust in God, trust in the divine, trust in life, trust in your connection to it is the truth, because we are eternal beings. And that there's this, talking about a war, but definitely there's a impact on the electromagnetic fields that are being created around us that affect our truth. So, and desire is always getting annoying.
Is it ego?
I think it's seeking
Desire
for
is what?
pleasure.
Annoying?
Getting in the
Well,
way.
In the way
Searching for pleasure.
Yeah, I mean,
to realize the truth, because we get carried away with the desires of the world.
well, I mean, we may desire the truth. But that desire can get in the way too. Too much seeking without just realizing that it's there. But I think what everyone has said holds truth for me. Each one of us is speaking truth. And I trust them.
Do you want to open it for your friend because they are not here? So
Or
they
do it
can't-
after.
they
No, we
can't
can do it now.
Okay.
Let's open it up.
just open and.
Oh, wait. Is it, are we
Yeah,
going to
he
give
may
him a
not come.
question?
He may not come.
Oh, yeah,
Bless
where
you.
is
Oh,
it?
he doesn't have a question though.
What will we?
Yeah, he has to do it later because he doesn't have a question.
Okay,
You have
well,
to ask him.
we can.
You want to make a
Wait.
question for him
What
since
is
you
it?
know him?
You
Let's-
know, ask-
Well, I
He's
can
his
only
business partner.
ask.
What do we want to
Okay.
ask him?
I can yeah, maybe you want to, maybe you have a question.
For him?
Yeah.
No, you know better, you
Okay.
do that.
Well, I can only give you my question.
Why don't we do your
Maybe
question?
Let's do your question. We have to do your
Yeah,
last.
let's do yours.
Let's do yours. This is more important.
Yeah, it's more important that you
More
do yours.
important because here, you open,
What
give,
time?
give you- can you open for him, please?
Are you gonna
Yeah, give
turn
him,
it over?
yeah.
First one, your heart.
So
He's writing his
first-
questions.
Oh wow!
First, give him, what is your
Wow.
question? First, what's your
He's
question?
writing.
Are you still writing your question?
No, I'm
Did you
just
see the answer?
You
I'm gonna
read it.
give you the question. if you
yes.
want.
Okay, what's your question?
What are our common sacred vision?
Oh my god,
Okay.
What is it?
this is amazing. Are you ready for this one?
I'm ready.
This is my favorite. Intimacy.
Okay.
What's our common,
Read the
And
whole
read
thing
the
for him.
common sacred vision?
Oh yeah. Definition: to value the quality of being comfortable, close, warm, and/or familiar.
Okay. The next one is
Guidance: to assist people towards finding the right path. Oh, you so do that.
Did you rig this?
Yeah, and we've been talking. I've been talking to you about this.
okay. What's the other?
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun,
Wow!
What?
Wow!
Wow.
You're on fire. What are you, Earth? Whew. Paradigm.
Read it.
A whole system of thinking based upon certain assumptions, core beliefs, and worldviews about the nature of reality.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Wow.
So that applies somewhere, right?
Here, let's read
I
another one.
think it applies somewhere else.
Wow, intimacy.
Guidance and paradigm.
Whoa.
And you're sitting on Earth.
Well, he's going to tell us how this will.
Yeah, he's
connect.
yeah.
I'm still waiting for that.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
tell
just
you
doing,
afterwards.
I'm just doing as you say.
Follow it.
Question, answer, that's all I've done. I've not done anything else because it's like quite a bit stuff here. Value lens, convo type, choice lens, heart, field,
What's the
one.
question?
Okay, so the paradigm, it says a whole system of thinking based upon certain assumptions, core beliefs, and worldviews about the nature of reality. So maybe it's saying something like our common sacred vision is to be guided intimately through this paradigm shifting collectively. Right? So we're all here collectively to have to share this vision of as being guided or intimately guiding others through
Yeah,
this
you have to go very, very deep,
Deep
within.
inside. Yeah.
paradise.
Yeah, it's not just
Valley.
outside talk.
Yeah,
It has to be very
paradise
deep.
valley.
Yeah.
Then that
Yes.
connection is.
Sharing our truths and our secret. Yeah. What we've been
I think that's
into.
Wow. I love your.
It's good. It's totally him. Like
Totally. Oh.
totally.
And it's down to earth.
Yeah.
And it's down to earth. Yeah.
You say, Pramila ji, you say next.
Okay, well, intimacy, guidance, and paradigm. I feel since I met, my daughter met Elder Jacob, Brother Jacob, a long time ago. She came home and she told me there's an elder who carries this hair, and that's when Priscilla got into Rasta hair and all that, right? And she told me, Mom, I'd like to meet this Uncle Jacob. I said, a day will come, I will meet him. I didn't know that day would come in this lifetime. So I met him at Elder Beeb's home, and I had a beautiful time. I was guided to take some food there. And I showed up when Elder Beeb is the chief. That's why I met him this the first time. And I believe all this is like, it's very intimate. And I believe I'm guided. And the paradigm is shifting. Yes, thank you. I love you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Divine love. One love.
So I definitely believe that, yeah, the paradigm is shifting into guiding us towards more intimacy of our heart and being in our heart space with each other, with family, community, sharing and caring. Yeah, church, clearing out all the stuff that we haven't. We're being guided to do that in this paradigm shift. Yes. It's beautiful. And you helped so much. You're such a guide. I honestly wouldn't have come through my spiritual work without this man, because living in both worlds and feeling crazy and people thinking I'm crazy and just knowing you, I'm just, you just kept me keep going, trust the spiritual path when everyone else around me was woo. Because I could feel this paradigm shifting, and I'm wanting to be more intimate, but then yeah, that's beautiful. I love these cards. They're so you.
Beautiful.
Oh, sorry, I think the wrong way.
It's fine. You're so
Intimacy.
This is temple red.
so knowing the Jacob, he has a very intimate way of reaching out to everyone. He can touch the core, and a very guiding person. When we met the first time, whatever we had in mind, he would just guide those thoughts very beautifully, and we just put it down. So he is able to assist with the right path, and he can reach. And that definitely looks like is going to do bring about a very big paradigm shift for us, because this is what we are aiming for too. So we're coming along with you. It's a big happening, it looks like, because we didn't know, but it looks like it is happening with all of you saying all of this. Elijah bringing all this forward for us. We didn't even think about it, but it's a good. I guess Swamiji will say the same. If he's coming back, he says it, but maybe he has something.
Swamiji's bedtime.
Maybe you could add.
Yeah, I mean, I would just echo the same. You have a very soft, gentle presence, and the ability to create intimacy with someone, I think, is probably instantaneous. If people feel that closeness, and then as an elder, you're able to give guidance. And the biggest guidance is how to move into this love-based paradigm, which I think you're a herald for. So I think again, some of these, they just nail it exactly what it is. It's a beautiful gift, right? It's a beautiful thing to give.
So I would just knowing Swamiji, I think he would strongly feel that way too, because I think he's actually been asking me, or for that matter, Pramila-ji, seek your guidance. He has been asking, go to the elders. I don't know from when, because he was talking to you 10 years. Every year he's been saying that we have to reach out to the the indigenous people, because they are. He has that thing that they are because of their connection to nature,
Nature, yeah.
that we are always doing fire ceremonies. We are taught. He has a lot of philosophical connection with all of this that you brought into, like the wind, fire. We actually, Swamiji always teaches us. We are actually made up of these five elements. Wind, you know that.
Yeah.
Fire. We all say that. I guess it's so. So he wants that he feels like coming to you can give us the guidance, and we can get to do the ashram, the big shift that we want to bring in this can come
Paradigm
to us
shift.
through you.
You could let him read the cards.
Swamiji, can you give your point? Actually, we were waiting for you.
Oh,
This is for him. Can you tell?
And he's sitting on earth.
you are not telling?
We have said.
Oh, we
We
did
did.
already.
We did.
Oh,
We did. So for elder, for this
paradigm.
paradigm,
Paradigm.
like and
You can read it
guidance and intimacy.
Guidance. Intimacy.
मतलब थोड़ा सा जैसे नहीं intimacy मतलब
Yeah, assist people toward finding their right path. Yeah, you are like good guardian,
Good guardian.
good
Yeah.
teacher. Yeah. Paradigm.
मतलब जैसे होता है ना कि पूरा focus ही shift हो जाएगा.
Yeah, whole system of thinking based upon certain assumption, core belief and worldview about the nature of reality. What is your question?
Good idea.
Yeah, what was your question?
The question is, what are our common sacred vision?
हम लोगों का vision common क्या है?
All, vision of all.
Paradigm.
And he's sitting on earth.
To value the quality of being comfortable, close, warm, and or familiar. Yeah. So, as somebody asked, what is your family? So, philosopher told that my family is, I have 6 family members, and truth is my mother, and my duty is my brother. Because I do my duty, so anybody can my brother. So and my mercy is my friend, and what is Chama?
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness is my son, and peace is my wife.
I thought fire was she.
So this is my family, 6 family members. Wherever I go, my family is with me always. So like this, you have universal personality. Wherever you are, so everybody is your family member. Like this, I was feeling this, so I feel this type of vibration from you. Yeah. You are very close to omnipresent and omnipotent Supreme.
My friend. Brother Jacob, DJ.
Yeah. Sure.
Thank you, sir.
You are great.
Appreciate it. Wow.
This is the greatness of your.
True. I feel his greatness. He's a good friend of my family.
Yes.
I was thinking also.
Good friend of everybody.
Yeah.
Yes, everywhere you go, everyone.
Seriously.
I was thinking, if we are intimately guided by Mother Earth, she will guide us through this paradigm shift in truth and in love.
And earth meaning being grounded in.
Yeah, the earth.
We don't
People of the earth. All
Mhm.
earth, your children. But a mother is the earth.
Yes.
We are of the earth. We are of the clay.
We were feeling in Paradise Valley in Squamish. Yes.
I met him there first time.
Yeah.
मतलब सोच में ही पूरा चेंज होगा. पैराडाइम मतलब होता है पूरी
paradigm means your
विचारधारा
thought.
में ही है. It doesn't say shift, it just says paradigm. Basically,
Paradigm.
what is the whole
Yeah.
thought process? How
Who-
things
whoever
are-
you-
State of your consciousness, your mind. Paradigm.
Whoever comes to you, you can change
the
whole idea.
Yep.
paradigm.
Yeah.
You can bring-
You're the one love dude who changes every.
he has a
Changes
good,
everyone he
he has a
touches.
good understanding of people. He can look through people, which is
Yeah.
Yes.
that's a
Yeah,
good-
it's a
that's a very
beautiful-
good-
Yeah, as soon as I said
Then you
it.
don't
So
feel
you are-
like you are in a with an unknown person.
You have
Yeah,
Yeah, I do feel
Which-
comfortable
which-
with it.
you have source of energy, powerhouse.
yeah.
I think so.
Powerhouse.
Woo!
That's where when you were
What
saying truth.
We can-
EF? What is EMF?
We
What
can
EMF?
we can
You're the
change our we
powerhouse.
can charge our minds, our intellect from you. You are powerhouse.
Spirit.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
You see so much of hair. If you have hair,
Yeah.
it's so much of some big
Hair
power
hair
in
means connection.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hair means
Connection.
connection.
Sorry, yes,
I have no connection.
he's
You're all
independent.
wireless.
So it's like the opposite.
Antenna.
That's so,
That is,
yeah.
Well, he also connects with people, but he's very.
so many wires.
he likes-
Everybody is connected with you.
Like,
Right.
No.
No attachment.
Yeah.
Aw, so beautiful.
That's what's so
He
interesting. Is he
has
has attachment,
intimacy.
right?
You have intimacy. He's very detached.
He's very detached. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He
opposite.
doesn't connect. Actually, he doesn't connect with anybody. He's always
So I
detached.
cut like
Yeah, you
this.
cut it off.
Like maybe.
And you have
Elijah is also a very.
I'm
He
the
doesn't.
twin.
Yeah, it's like the
Maybe
opposite.
I know.
Twin.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe hair has something.
Too much
something
hair,
to
not
do
enough
with-
hair.
Hair has something to do with attachment.
Yes. Oh,
Because
so
he
much.
gets
not
very much
at a good connection.
Memory.
Yes.
Correct.
You are well connected with everything. Everybody with Supreme.
In the earth.
On the
And
earth,
sit
yeah.
on earth.
On the earth. And in the heavens.
Because your hair touches the
Heaven.
ground.
Yeah, earth and heaven.
His hair touches the ground and the sky.
way from earth to heaven.
Yes.
Yeah, heaven. Yeah, you.
Earth to heaven.
Yeah, heaven and earth.
It's a rainbow bridge.
Yeah.
It's just a rainbow.
So I have to come down to meet you.
That's okay. I'll come up and meet you.
He'll go up to meet you.
We'll come up with the water.
He has to
Like the,
connect.
like the,
He doesn't
the
have
sun.
hair, so he needs to connect to meet you.
the sun would draw the water up to the heavens.
See,
And then it come back down to the earth.
sea to sky.
See to sky highway.
You can stay connected
You have to
to the
connect.
sky. From
Uh-huh.
water to the sky.
Hmm.
Nice. This is a beautiful game. Just not so much of closure.
Yeah, Elijah will tell us more.
And there's people out there watching TV right now.
With my family. I want my son, my daughter, my everybody sitting.
They will be
Family
here
के लिए
in
बहुत अच्छा
spirit.
नहीं है.
Hmm.
No,
एक
this
दूसरे
is
को बड़ाई
more
करो.
game.
Are you?
If you look at
help
what the card
people.
says, if you just look at,
You want to-
if you just look
okay.
and see what it says there.
Okay.
Oh, you have to set up. What's that? You're the
But you
He's the
give a question.
facilitator.
Give a question for him,
For
the
when?
person, for this. Give a question
For
first.
me more.
Then
What
we
question
open.
would you like to address?
Question for him.
Who is he?
I think it's a
He's the
business.
guy who came with the
I think
baby.
he has a
Son,
business
right?
question.
No, he's a
What?
friend.
I
Like
would
son.
say,
Friends. Okay.
The business part.
Okay.
How can you facilitate the one love community?
That's what I
So
was
here are
feeling
the
too.
answers
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
Oh,
You wanna read it?
amazing.
What
Amazing.
was it?
You
wanna
That's the
read?
question.
Mhm.
I felt that question
And it
too.
says, which one is which? Which is the
The green is the heart.
Honor.
Honor.
honor? Honor says to value a high respect as for worth, merit, and rank. The next is what?
He's sitting on what? Wind.
Conversation field.
Orange one.
This one here?
Orange one? Yeah.
Vision. Visioning. Vision.
Visioning.
Visioning. To build and empower a vision in
Yes.
the ether by continually speaking what it is.
Ah.
Yeah, we keep talking about the
The vision.
therapy.
Vision, honor, the vision, honor, the vision. Senses. Any of the faculties as sight, hearing, smell, taste, or touch, by which humans and animals perceive stimuli originating from outside or inside the body.
Yeah,
Senses.
I said that too because cannabis in the cannabis industry, cannabis heightens the senses. And he's trying to do grow his business.
What was the question again? How can I be the contribution to One Love business?
One Love business, yeah.
How could we
So One Love's
facilitate
connected to cannabis,
creating
which
the one
helps the
love,
senses.
community through honor,
Honoring.
say maybe an honorable visioning
Yep.
of senses.
Yes.
Of senses. The senses that would be honoring,
I see it.
visioning the senses. So what are there's honorable senses, there's honorable senses envisioning. Envisioning honorable senses, something honorable.
Be honor.
Well,
even
what I'm saying
honorable
is, he should honor himself, meaning we should honor ourselves as one love, because honor comes first, is love thyself. And with honor comes visioning, because once you honor yourself, then Miss Clarity comes and you start seeing what is my honorable role here. And then sense, then you'll sense like your sixth sense, maybe senses is let's hear, taste, smell, what I feel honorable doing. When people comment me, I feel honorable, like, hey, I'm doing a good job. So this would be a good thing for Mimo. He's doing a good job at One Love Lounge. We can invite the brother to do a lounge gathering there, so he will feel honored that he's serving the community. And there's a beautiful girl who's supporting him, and she's quite awake and alert. And visioning as a group with one love, I think it's just bringing everybody together.
together, yeah.
How do you? Thank you, brother.
Yeah, I see the same right away. Did that,
Yeah.
that it is honoring the vision with our senses. Yeah, with and I think too, it's right now the senses are important because of relating us back to joy, places of joy, which is what and hope. Like joy is gonna get us through a lot of this. Being more present in those little things like smell. What is the rose? Just
Slow
honoring that, slowing down. Like yeah, the smell. How does that taste? Does that smell? How does that sound?
It's a way of life.
Honoring those senses, and then you get a vision too when you're more connected.
Okay, so well, I think not knowing him at all, and his question is how or what he can do to for the vision of the organization of the One Love Foundation. I feel like just from looking at it, he needs to honor the vision of that organization and sort of honor the vision. And just from the way I understand life in general, and we in our sort of in our philosophy, we actually do not have. We have more faith in the vision than in the senses.
True.
So because what we are seeing, touch, what we can touch, what we can, like basically they can be disillusioning. We have to go beyond the senses. Then we can get the vision. And he will find his answers if he will order the vision than the senses. Because maybe right now, if he's not able to find the path, then maybe he's just looking too many things too much and smelling things and getting led by all of that than by the vision.
Yeah.
So that could be his answer. So maybe what would these things mean for
The young man who came here.
the young man who is here?
What is little
And the question is what he can do, what does he have to do for the the foundation that we have, for making it a success? What is the question?
Like to help facilitate.
To facilitate, उस organization को चलाने के लिए,
blossoming
like
of the
to
community.
blossom, it will grow and do well. So for the organization, that is his question.
Yeah, so visioning, senses, and honor. So vision must be clear, and honor and control of senses.
Control of senses.
Yes.
Kabu Melana.
Good direction, because
Think of that,
we know that when this our I am not this body, but I am honored of this body, and my senses are like horses,
Oh, rein him in.
and my mind is like the controlling rope, and my intellect as a driver. But I am the owner. So my intellect is in my control. I am leading my intellect, my mind, and my senses. Then I can achieve very easily my goal. So sense, honor, senses, and vision.
Add to this.
Yeah, well.
You write on
He's a
on
professional
paper.
at non-attachment, okay?
He's a
He's a professional with the senses, okay, non-attachment.
It's easy for him to say it.
Is that, yeah, it's easy to say, okay.
Yeah.
A lot of desire for a good smell and taste right now. I'm eating a lot of chocolate cake. That's all
Well,
I'm saying.
it may mean to sort of like have a feast where everyone is on it, like a visioning conversation is everyone taking part of that. And so sometimes an organization needs to get revamped, or either, let's say, needs to add energy to it. It's getting everyone to believe in the vision. And so if everyone speaks what they think the vision is, it's very different from one person speaking what the vision is. So if you create the conditions for it and honor everybody's truth, then again you get more buy-in into the sort of organizational vision. Each person's point is well taken. Thank you for your insights. So that's it. That's the end of the remedy. And maybe if we could do a closing prayer. Would you like to do a closing prayer?
Swamiji, closing prayer.
Yes, sure.
You do?
You do.
ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्तिः 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 सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः meaning let there be peace everywhere. Sarve santu niramaya, may all be healthy. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu, may we see goodness in everything, everywhere, and may no one suffer. Let there be peace, peace, peace.
Beautiful. I've heard that much before. Thank you.
It's a closing prayer.
Thank you.
Is it okay? It's beautiful.
That's beautiful. So maybe if you, I don't know if you take photos of it too.
Yeah,
You can
or
have a
something.
digital version.
Don't
Places.